Morning, Woodland. And this morning we don't have any bumps. It's just straight to it. Good morning to everyone on this Tuesday, February 15th. Someone's got no headphones on. I can hear a little bit of feedback right there. It is a B day. There are 2 more of those B days to go, and that's it because there's no school on Friday. Well, no school for students. Teachers will have school on this Friday, but it is a B that's left. That's to this week. So I hope everybody had a Valentine's Day if you kind of celebrate that thing. Otherwise, February 15th is today. Moving forward, we take a look at what happens on February 15th, and it's just a Tuesday, but it's a big Tuesday. It is the birthday of Mrs. D. Alexander in the Media Center. So why don't you swing down to the Media Center and say happy birthday to Miss D. Alexander. Especially if you've gone down there to use the Media Center or have ever had to borrow a loaner Chromebook. You know her. You've seen her. She's always giving you out book ideas. She runs the Woodland signage boards, all the slides you see up on the show. She's responsible for that stuff. So go tell her thank you and happy birthday this morning. Congratulations to the indoor track team. The boys placed 4th. The girls placed 11th. That team is always doing big things. It looks like they're going to be headed outdoors now where they do even more. So congratulations to the indoor track team. And don't forget, this Thursday, free up your afternoon. It's going to be a long weekend, so on this Thursday, you'll have no school the next day. Why don't you stay after a little while and join the Contact Lit Mag for the Creativity Afternoon. Now, if you don't know exactly what a Creativity Afternoon is, it's a perfect opportunity to find out what a Creativity Afternoon is. It's an opportunity for crafts and writing and just kind of a community of other people who like to create. So stop by on Thursday and see what it's all about. I believe that's in the Media Center. Last year they did it in the courtyard, but it might be a bit brisk. Although I think Thursday it's supposed to be like 60 degrees out, so you could go outside if you want. I'm going to suggest you don't. Woodland Media Center is suggesting some books of the week. The titles are We Light Up the Sky and The Sky is Everywhere. I'm noticing a theme there. If you've read either one of those books and have an opinion on them, feel free to reach out to us so we know a little bit more about them. I personally have not read either one of them. Have either of you read either one? No. All right. So those are the 2 that we have. We Light Up the Sky and The Sky is Everywhere. And don't forget Amanda Middleton, who was scheduled for this morning. I apologize. We're out of the studio this morning, as it appears. We have rescheduled her for tomorrow morning, so she'll be in tomorrow morning to join us and give us an update on everything that she's been doing as well. And Woodland Student Book Club meets next Wednesday, February 24th. Don't forget, you're trying to read the book, Dear Evan Hansen. You have plenty of time to do it. So get that book. You have a week. You should be able to read that book in a week. All right. And don't forget to listen to us every morning. Oh, actually, don't forget the canned food drive. I don't know how that's been going after one day. One day, it's usually a slow uptick. How does it go? Been going all right? All right. I'm assuming
Nice
you don't have your headphones. There you go.
Nice and slow.
There you go. Okay. And don't forget to listen to us every morning about 7:15 or so, something like that. But if you're looking for already past shows, go to morningmayhem.show or find us on Spotify. And you can even hear our new podcast, our side podcast there, the Presidential Party, which started here in the mornings, has now been expanded, and it's moderated by our very own Mr. Tomlin. All right. Time now for the news. T-minus 60 with Tomlin.
I like that. Let's record that. That'll be the new intro. All right, a couple top stories starting today. First off, Russia says some forces are pulling back amid Ukrainian crisis. Russia said Tuesday that some of its units participating in military exercises would begin returning to their bases, adding to glimmers of hope that the Kremlin may not be planning to invade Ukraine imminently. Gave no details on where the troops were pulling back from or how many. Canada's Trudeau invokes emergency powers to quell the protests. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau invoked emergency powers Monday to quell the paralyzing protests by truckers and others angry over Canada's COVID-19 restrictions, outlining plans not only to tow away their rigs, but to strike at their banking accounts and their livelihoods. Connecticut Senate.
That cost a lot of money.
Oh no, the entire this is lose for everybody, because not only do you have these, while the truckers are protesting, nothing is moving. So you have companies losing money. You have companies beginning to talk about either cutting hours or slowing down facilities, which then trickles down, because if you're cutting hours, that's now impacting other people's livelihood. So this is becoming a larger and larger issue.
And increasing the prices of goods.
Correct.
So the people I don't think they were trying to hurt are going to end up getting hurt a little bit by it.
I mean, and on the one hand, yes, they're being incredibly successful because they are bringing that immense economic pressure to the table. So it's not just we're here, we're protesting. It's we're here, we're protesting, and we're beginning to impact economics. So you need to listen to us. All right, some Connecticut government news. The Connecticut State Senate last night approved all of the COVID orders. All right, now this is where things get a bit interesting, unique. It was wrongly reported last night by some outlets that they had extended the mask mandate. So what happened yesterday in the Connecticut Senate was they approved everything. The mask mandate ends February 28th with a caveat.
Always the caveat.
The caveat. So what the Senate did was they took the governor's executive orders and codified them, which means they now control them. So the governor cannot issue executive orders covering these topics because now the Senate has said those are ours. So on the 28th, the mask mandate within schools, if I'm reading this correctly, on the 28th, the requirement is lifted and it's left to the local school boards. That being said, all right, the Department of Education and Public Health has just earned the power that they could reinstate the mask mandate at any time until June 30th. If we were to experience something else, I mean, listen, we're down to 3%. Right. We're down to 3%. So our numbers are going in the right direction. So that is there. Now, the other caveat, and I have to do more research on this, is the federal transportation mask mandate is still in effect. So what you could see happen is you have to wear your mask on your school bus, but then not have to wear it the rest of the day. Because the federal mandate on masking while transporting is still in effect. And we can't get out of that. That's a federal one.
I'm going to need like a little wallet card just to remember where or when, if this starts to happen. I wish it was just either yes or no.
And that's what you're going to start seeing more and more of this as we come out of pandemic and the various measures that were put into place expire at different times. So.
And that's just Connecticut, not, like you said, the buses are federal.
The public masks on public transportation, and buses are public transportation. That is a federal mandate right now. So Connecticut cannot lift that. And it's going to be interesting to see now what all of the local school districts begin to do. So they can slide it into choice. They can remove them. They can leave them. So, but like I said, the interesting key of this entire thing is that the Department of Education can reimpose a statewide mask mandate up until June 30th, which, as we know, is the last day of school. So, much excitement.
All right.
There's your news.
That was all the news?
Well, I figured that last one was going to take us a while to talk through because there's so many pieces to take apart there. So all the other executive orders.
The other piece too. The other piece too is that we haven't figured out what our school board is going to do yet.
Our school board hasn't met yet, and at that point, they will make their decisions. As far as I understand, effective the 28th, I mean it's basically pushed down to the local boards. Like, it's on you. After the 28th, it's on you. If you have no idea what you're doing, good luck.
That's up to you.
That's up to you. So,
all right. And that's the news. T-minus 60 with Tomlin. Over to the sports desk with Mama Manning. All right. I don't know if your mic is on. I think you're muted. There you go. I got you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. I don't miss those things. Remember those things? I don't miss that.
All right. No new sports scores to announce, but I do have events for today. Today's Tuesday. We have girls basketball away at Derby starting at 6 p.m. We have boys basketball home against Derby with a 6:45 start for varsity. And we have boys swim and dive home against Kennedy with a 5:15 start. So good luck, athletes.
And those are earlier times, right?
They are. Yep.
And we're starting to wrap up the end of this season. How close are we to getting to states or to playoffs, NVLs?
Well, the girls have made it. The boys still need 2 more wins for basketball.
Okay. And we know indoor
Swimming
track
is fine.
Right. They just wrapped up their season.
Right. I think there's one more tournament on Saturday. It's, when they combine the sizes of the state, all the classes. I think there's one more event on Saturday. So
Okay,
it's the
like
top from each of the
open.
sizes. They have a competition.
The individuals run against it instead
Correct.
of doing it for the schools.
Correct.
And then basketball will wrap up at the end of February and go into
End of February. They have 2 more weeks.
2 more weeks. And then swimming?
Swimming has a couple more weeks. They have 3 more weeks.
All right. So we got some more on them before the spring season starts, which should be another good season. We'll see if we can't get outside and get some reports on the baseball and the softball and the outdoor track and tennis, golf. I believe we're going to have golf again this year.
I think so.
That's going to be a good year. All right. So I think that's the sports with Mama Manning. All right, so if there's no further anything else, because it's a quick one this morning.
How we doing with the advisory Olympics?
The advisory Olympics have been going pretty darn well. I'm just going to jump on a website here, and I'll tell you
who's in
how
first.
the standings. I believe the last time I looked, it was Leonard's Lemurs. So I got it right here. Now, for those of you who don't know what the advisory Olympics are, all the advisories, the freshmen, the class of 2025, they are in a competition where they compete every Thursday against each other in some type of activity, whether it be running with a golf ball on a spoon, or if they're pulling Jenga blocks. There's a bunch of different things that they do. And they compete. And right now, first place is Leonard's Legendary Lemurs. And they have 8 wins and only 1 loss.
Wow.
They're in first place. Followed by Amato's Army. That's us. With 8 wins, 2 losses. And then Croce's Crew comes in third with 5 wins, 2 losses. And then Becker's Bagel Brigade, 5-3. Manning's 10 at 5-5.
Oh, we moved up.
Yes, indeed. Because it goes by total points. You get 2 points for a win, 1 point for a tie, no points for a loss. So we're looking to wrap that up and then have our March Madness. So we're going to have a bracket system and award a winner. We don't really know what we're going to give at the end there, probably a trophy or something. So we'll see how that goes. All right. So, thank you for everybody that's been listening. And on behalf of the show, don't forget, she's Mama Manning. He's Tomlin. I'm Amato. Good morning, Woodland.